Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Well, yesterday we had a tropical storm. This morning we have a Category 2 hurricane by the name of Sandy. It rolled through Jamaica and over the eastern island of Cuba there overnight. Over near Santiago de Cuba, they actually reported winds of 114 miles per hour as the center moved right over. You can see that clearly defined eye. Winds now at 105 miles per hour, movement off to the north. Take a look at the official track from the Hurricane Center. It's going to continue on that northward trend through the Bahamas, then off to the north and east. And now a lot of the forecast models are actually taking the storm and turning it back towards the northeast United States. Folks all up and down the mid-Atlantic to the northeast, they're going to be dealing potentially with a very strong system, but the wind field is going to be expanding as it heads through the Bahamas. For that reason, up and down the east coast of Florida, they've got tropical storm warnings there in blue, Flagler Beach down to the northern Keys, and the area shaded in yellow, tropical storm watches. We're not going to see any kind of direct effect from Sandy. That's certainly good news for the CSRA. This morning, we'll certainly be dealing with areas of patchy, dense fog through about 9 to 10 o'clock this morning. Keep that in mind during your drive into work and school. We'll see partly cloudy skies by 11, mostly sunny skies by this afternoon. Low to mid 80s expected, 84 degrees. That's about 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. Just a light easterly breeze through the day. Areas of fog developing primarily in the southern counties where there's a little bit better moisture in place. Jenkins and Screven County already seeing some visibilities down to about a quarter of a mile. Overall, though, you're going to notice temperatures this morning not nearly as chilly out there. All the 40s have been pushed to the north. We are generally seeing low to mid 50s in the CSRA. A couple of isolated spots may dip down into the upper 40s just before sunrise this morning. There goes all the cloud cover off of the hurricane. We're under the influence of high pressure, but not for long. Here comes the next cold front. It's a powerful system bringing rain and snow to portions of the northern plains, and eventually it's going to usher in some very cold air. And we're talking cold. They're waking up to 20s in the northern Rockies. Now, good news, we're not going to get that cold. It's a little bit too early for this, but this cold front, watch the cold air here as we track it over the next couple of days. It's going to, as we go through Friday, overtake a good chunk of the lower 48, and then on Sunday and into the weekend, that cold air really begins to settle down into the southeast United States. Get ready for sweater weather. You're certainly going to need the jackets for next week. But in the short term, mild temperatures, above normal temperatures, in fact. High pressure remains in control with just some passing clouds overhead. We'll look at possibly some increased cloud cover by Saturday as that cold front approaches. The front's going to hold off until Sunday, and then by the early next week, that's when the cold air settles in. We'll look for afternoon highs in the low to mid 80s over the next couple of days, lows in the 50s, and take a look at those temperatures taking a dive. By Monday, we will drop some 20 degrees over the course of 3 days. High of only 64 Monday, 62 on Tuesday under sunshine, and lows will fall down into the 30s. So some chilly mornings ahead by next week. Ooh. So guys, I've got that weather question for you, and you guys have already told me this is probably going to be just a plain guess. What is the freezing point in Kelvin? What is it?
I have no idea.
Give me a guess this morning.
I'm going with B.
You're going with B, and Chris, you're going with C. Yeah. Chris is absolutely right this morning.
Because I knew you tried to fool us.
Yeah.
I just went with a higher number, thinking colder.
273.15 is freezing in Kelvin.